Danielle Barbee, the academic coach. She is a math teacher at Liberty High School in Jackson, Tennessee, and the owner of Tailored to Your Learning LLC. She started out in the education field back in 2010 and taught high school math for 5 years. She was very successful in helping many students close multiple years of achievement gaps and helping them gain confidence. However, after 5 years of doing that, it became too much for her mentally. She's sure if you teach, you understand this, and she needed a break. So she began working as a cost analyst with the Missile Defense Agency. She's glad she did this because she was able to experience something new, meet new people, and use her logic and analysis skills in a different way. However, she still had a desire to work with students and help them achieve their academic goals. So she started her tutoring company. With over 11 years of tutoring experience, she's successfully helped several students achieve their academic goals from elementary all the way to the collegiate level. She said all of this to say she has a story to tell and have experienced several things in her life. She uses all of these real life lessons to help the next student to do and be better than her academically, socially, and emotionally.
Free your mind while it's time. What's up with that? I got one thing on my mind. What's up with that? Revolution. Yo, that's Pharaoh Robot. Please make me die 1,000 deaths in a day, and then I won't jump in the front while you put it down for the good time. Put it down for the good time. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Shalom, shalom. Hotel. Yeah, MIDT Records. B&B Productions. Rhythmic Sound. Love to rap. Yo, check it out. And all your local neighborhood stores.
He's able. Dietrich Haddon.
Everybody understands, but the devil is a lie. God is right there, and he's been there all the time. Lift your hands. I break the spirit of depression off of you in Jesus' name. Oh, yeah. Cause he won't give up on you. Let me tell you why. He's able.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, it says it's recording. I see it in the corner. Okay, welcome back to another episode of the News You Can Use podcast. We totally had the best conversation just now, and I failed to record it. So we're going to try this again. We can rewind. So I want to welcome our business spotlight to the A News You Can Use podcast. My name is Frenchier. We have Danielle Barbee. Wait a minute. Gotta go. Danielle Barbee of Tailored to Your Learning LLC. I just met her on social media, and I'm grateful that she took the opportunity to be one of our business spotlights and talk to the audience about what she's doing for people out there. Welcome, Danielle. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's been a interesting week, but I'm still here. I feel great, and life is good for real.
Amen.
Yes, so let me tell you a bit about Miss Danielle. She is Danielle Barbee, the academic coach. She is a math teacher at Liberty High School in Jackson, Tennessee, and the owner of Tailored to Your Learning LLC. She started out in the education field in 2010 and taught high school math for 5 years. She was very successful in helping her students close multiple years of achievement gaps and helping them gain confidence. However, after 5 years of doing that, it became too much for her mentally. She's sure if you teach, you understand this, and she needed a break. So she began working as a cost analyst with the Missile Defense Agency. She's glad she did this because she was able to experience something new, meet new people, and use her logic and analyst skills in a different way. However, she still had a desire to work with students and help them achieve their academic goals. So tutoring she started her tutoring company. With over 11 years of tutoring experience, she successfully helped several students achieve their academic goals from elementary all the way to the collegiate level. She said all of this to say she has a story to tell and has experienced several things in her life. She uses all of these real life lessons to help the next student to do and be better than her academically, socially, and emotionally. That is awesome, Danielle. Tell us some more about yourself. Give us some background history of you, who you are, where you at, where you come from. Who are you? Who is Danielle?
Well, I am a native of Jackson, Tennessee. I was born and raised here, which is where I'm located now. I graduated from Northside High School where I played basketball and volleyball, and I was real nerdy. I took all honors classes and all that stuff. I was the nerdy athlete. I'm a music lover, and I'm very close to my family. I'm very laid back. I'm an introvert. Um, I'll say that I am an introvert. I like to, get to know people really well, on a personal level. I was a math major at Cumberland University. That's where I got my bachelor's degree. I got my master's in secondary instruction and curriculum from Freed Hardeman. And I taught here in Jackson for 4 years, and then I moved to Huntsville, Alabama. And I taught for a year and a half there. And then I started working for the Missile Defense Agency, and that's when I started my company. And I just recently moved back to my hometown in Jackson. I'm married to Preston Barbee, and we have a little one on the way, which we are really excited about.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank
That's so
you.
beautiful. Black love is Black power for real.
It is. It's a beautiful thing. Marriage is, it can be hard, but you got to communicate. You just got to wake up and choose it every day.
That's the truth, Danielle.
Yep.
How long have you been married?
We were married 3 years in June. So,
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, they say the first 5 years are the hardest ones.
Yeah, we've been through a lot, but I'll say, Preston and I both are like loyal people, and we got each other's back, like more than anything. So whatever he goes through, I'm right there. Whenever I'm going through something, he's right there. And I really, I appreciate that, because that's hard to find,
It really is. It really is in this day and age. So that is truly a blessing in that, for real. Tell us about your business, Tailored to Your Learning, LLC.
So Tailored to Your Learning first started out as Math Solutions Tutoring. So I was only doing math. It was just me. My office was the Barnes and Noble, Starbucks. And I would just meet my students there. They would come one after the other. I would sit at the table and they'd come in. And then I eventually moved out to an office space. I had saved up some money and got an office space. And then I started going to conferences, because I'm like, I'm really digging this entrepreneur thing. I like it. This is me,
Yes.
So I went to, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Courtney Adelaide. She's like the founder of the Main Choice, which is like a really big natural hair care product.
I'm going to look her up.
She also lived in Huntsville at the time.
Okay.
And we had a conference in Las Vegas. So I went to that and I told her, hey, I live in Huntsville. I own a tutoring company. She was like, oh, that's great. I got 3 kids, and she was like, why don't you do all subjects? And I said, well, because I'm just now getting started. She was like, well, if you do all subjects, then you can tutor my kids, So wow, I hooked up with her. I started going to her home, tutoring her kids. And then we sat down and she talked to me about, like branding and marketing and just how to grow, as an entrepreneur. And she was like, well, since you're doing all subjects now, Math Solutions, all I think about is math. So maybe you need to rebrand. And so that's where Tailored to Your Learning came from. And it seemed like ever since we did the rebrand, we just kind of grew, like suddenly at a more rapid pace than we were before. So yeah, we do all subjects K through 12. Our specialty is math, though. We tutor lots of math. And we also do standardized test prep, such as ACT, SAT.
Nice. And then you also said you partner with nonprofits.
Yes. So we partner with nonprofits who do mentoring, for kids. Most of the ones that we've worked with so far, they do high school kids. And we've done the ACT prep for them.
Yes. So I when I was in high school, I was a part of Upward Bound, and they would tutor us in different subjects.
Yep, we had that program here in Jackson. It was ran through Lane College.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. Now tell me this. How do you balance everything? Because you're still working a full-time job as well as being an entrepreneur, a mother, and now taking on a new role of new mother. how do you balance everything and stay sane?
Whew, that's a good question. Well, and it's hard to do, but I'm still figuring that out. So I will say my job at the Missile Defense Agency allowed me, more sanity, I guess, because it didn't require like a whole lot. Like it was hard work, it was a lot of work, but I could leave the work there, you
Okay.
know. Whereas now as a teacher, it's much harder because, you bring the work home with you, It's like you're on call all the time. You're planning, you're thinking about planning, you're thinking about the kids, you're grading papers, and then tutoring on top of that. So my time is limited, though, I will say, like for tutoring, because I'm working full time and I tutor in the evenings, but I also make sure I have my off days. So
Oh,
like
good.
Fridays are not for tutoring. Friday and Saturday, that's family time, Sunday is for planning out the week. Like, so I try to make sure I keep, those same plans just so I can have my sanity. I'm not like working all the time. But now
Yes.
that, I'm pregnant and I'm planning, for the future, because I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to juggle these two jobs and still be able to have enough time, with my child. So I'm
Right.
moving towards, the goal is to move towards working my tutoring company full time. That's
Heck
the goal.
yeah. That's what that is.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Which will free up a lot of time for me to grow my business and spend time with my child. So,
Yes, that's what that is. That's I mean, entrepreneurism is very hard, running your own business, super hard. But the benefits of having your time is priceless.
it is. It is. I can see my peace meter just whew,
Yeah,
a
for
whole
sure.
other level of peace.
Exactly. Yeah, weight lifted
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
sure. Yes, ma'am. So, Danielle, I put together a interview series, and it's called Black Influencers Values, and it was, the thought was to get into people's heads like yourself, myself, leaders, influencers, and just to find out their motivations, what's inspiring them, and that type of thing. So I'd like to ask you those questions.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is, describe yourself in 3 words.
I would say that I am determined, I am intelligent, and I'm daring.
Yes. I love it. What was that fleeting moment in your life that catapulted you to your present self, but certainly could have really gone the other way?
um, I'll say I'm gonna say the time that when I quit teaching. Um, I was at a low moment mentally, like I said, in the bio. It had drained me a whole lot. Like it brought me to a low point. I won't say it was my lowest, but it brought me to a low point. And like I left that job and had nothing else to go to. Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
I left, but it was like a time for me, like I tutored a little bit. I think I was selling Mary Kay at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was being blessed in so many different ways that it kept me until I got my new position at the Missile Defense Agency, you
Okay.
know, and I didn't like say, oh my gosh, I don't have a job. And, or I didn't say, well, I'm so mentally low that I just don't feel like doing anything. But it was like, it gave me more energy to think about what to do next, you know. And then that job, I think, was a blessing at the time when I got it, you know, how I got it, how it came about. Because the whole time since I moved to Huntsville, I was thinking I had been applying for those jobs.
Okay.
Like, right. So I had been applying for them, and it was like 2 years before I got one. And I didn't get one until after I quit teaching.
Ain't that something?
Right. And
That
then
door, one door closes for the other one to open.
Right. And it was like that whole time, you know, I didn't really go without. Like, I was that peace, you know, like that peace of mind. Just, no, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a steady check coming in, but I had different blessings to just come my way. Like something weird. I had got a new car during that time. And you know how when you get the gap and the warranty, you get that refund back. That allowed me a whole nother month of bills I was able to pay. Like, it was just little stuff like that, you know, that kept happening until I got back, you know, to working full time. So, and then that time also I was tutoring. I was building up my clientele for when I decided to start my business. So, yeah. That's I think that was a good, that was a good time.
What are your morning and nightly rituals?
So I'm more of a morning person. At night I go to bed early, but in the morning I get up anywhere between 4:30, 5 o'clock. When I was working out before I was pregnant, I would get up at 4:30. Yeah. I know people always do that when they're like, what? At what time? Yeah. So I would get up. I do my prayer. I read my scripture, do my prayer. I journal. And then I write down 10 things that I'm thankful for. Well, at least 10 things. Sometimes it's more, you know. And then I'll work out. Then I get ready. When I work out, it just helps me feel better about the day. But at night, because I work, you know, I get up so early and then I work so much during the day, I'm in the bed by 8 o'clock, sometimes earlier, you know, if I can.
Yeah.
I go on and get in the bed. So, you know, me and my husband talk. I'll watch maybe a show, you know, if it's something on that I like to watch to try to take a break from the day. And then I just go on and go to sleep.
Yeah, but what it sounds like though is like you can tell like your skin was good, like you rested, and then you get a lot done in the mornings. Like so, you just named off like 5 different activities. You know, you're able to do because you get up so early. You know, so
yeah, I'm a morning person.
Nice.
I think I'm more productive early in the morning than I am at night.
I think I'm the opposite.
Some people are, and I wish I was a night owl, but I'm just not.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Who should I interview next?
So I have 2 recommendations that I can think of off the top of my head. The first one, her name is Jessica Gomez. Okay. Her page on Instagram is 4 Other Prizes. And it's all one word, 4 Other Prizes. Yes. She's also a tutor. I think she's full-time. She does speech pathology full-time, and she also tutors. Okay. And then the other one, her name is Sonia, Sonia. And her Instagram handle is Sonia_teach. Okay, I got it. She used to be a teacher, but now she's just a tutor coach. So she coaches tutors how to build their business. That's pretty sweet. I wouldn't even have thought of that. Me either, but since I've started tutoring and growing on Instagram, there are coaches for everything. Well, I would love it if you will connect me with these 2 women. I would love to interview them for this, so that would be awesome. Sure thing.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Who is your target audience and your self-proclaimed niche, talents, and or gifts?
So my target market is moms. I find more moms look for tutors than than dads do. I have some that do, but lots of moms. So moms who have, elementary, middle, and high school students, who they want to see, become academically successful. So yeah, I would say moms of kids 5 through 17.
Okay.
Um, our specialty is math. So we do all levels of math, even college level. I've done grad level stats. You know, so that's our specialty. We tutor more math than anything. We have a few students, who need reading help, but
Yes,
everybody needs math help.
I feel that. I did in school for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, a lot of people need math, and that's our specialty. I mean, that's what I started out with, was just, math tutoring until I rebranded and opened it up to all subjects. So,
Pretty awesome. What did the young you envision, see, think, or was told to make you impact people the way you do?
so when I was young, my parents, they always motivated me and expected me, to do the right thing, do the best I can. They always told me, I could be whatever I wanted to be. Like my mom was a pharmacist. She's retired now. My dad was a policeman, but he also worked he was a policeman during the day, and then he worked at the hospital in the kitchen in the evenings. And he did that for like 30 something years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he retired from those two and started working as a courier for the bank. And he retired from that a few years ago. So, yeah. So they kind of instilled, work ethic in me. My
Yes.
original goal, though, when I was younger, I was like, I'm going to be a surgeon, which obviously I'm not now. uh, but I started out in college as a biology major. Um, and that got hard for me. Like, honestly, I was like, well, I'm just going to be a surgeon. But I really didn't sit down and write out a plan. I didn't
Okay.
research. I didn't research the classes that I had to take to do that. All I knew was, well, I know I got to major in biology and I go to medical school. And then I have to do a residency. That was all I knew. I didn't know any specifics. So now, I encourage all of my students. Some of my tutors that work for me, they're in college now. I have some high school students that work for me. And I tell them all the time, look, plan it out. What are your goals? Sit down and write a specific plan. What does that look like? Okay, if you're going to major in this, look up the classes that you have to take. Write those down so you'll know what to expect. Because when I saw I had to take botany, I had to go camping for a grade, I was like, nah. Let me switch my major. And so now sometimes I think in the back of my head, well, what if I was a surgeon?
Yeah.
So I tell them, look, map it out, because this is what I did, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to have any regrets. So when you're deciding on these goals, make them realistic. What does it look like? So when it gets hard, you've already mapped it out. You knew my junior year, I got to take this class. I know it's difficult, but you are already prepared for that, so that you don't make the same mistake I did.
As you just told your story, you reminded me of I had a similar experience. I wanted to be an attorney going into college. And that first year, just the first year of political science, because we didn't have a law, like a law, pre-law or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I did political science. That first year killed my dream. I didn't even get to law school. It killed my dream. I was like, oh, this is just gonna be too much reading. I am not going to do all this. So I can totally relate to that. 'Cause I was like, I don't think about it often, but every now and then it whizzed by my head like you could have been an attorney. You could have did that. Yeah, but yeah, I feel you. What is your favorite book, song, and quote, and why? Danielle, this is one of my favorite questions because I always get some great answers.
Okay. So my favorite book I'll say is The Four Agreements. That was one book I don't know, I couldn't put it down. Like I was reading it, and it just put things into perspective, like how you should think about life.
Okay.
Like making decisions, like we're just gonna decide, just keep your word, do your best, and then things will align, like they're naturally supposed to. So that's my favorite book. My favorite song, I'm a music person, so I have a lot of favorite songs, but I'm
Oh,
gonna put,
yes. Let's do top 3 then.
okay, my top 3. Now I will say Survivor is probably my favorite song of all time because it's been my favorite for a long time, like since it
Okay.
came. So Survivor by Destiny's Child. I like songs that are motivational. It's got like the,
Yes.
you know. Um, I'll also say Motivation by T.I.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like, yeah. And one that's been getting me through these past few weeks, it's a gospel song. He's Able by Dietrich Haddon. That song, I play it all day some days. Like
Spell
when
his
I'm
name.
at work, huh?
Spell his name.
Let me see. Dietrich, Dietrick, and because his last name, I might mess that up. Yeah, Haddon.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. And now, why that's been your jam?
It just, God is able to do just what he said he would do, He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. And I just, like, it's coming, even when things get hard, like everything that I want to do, it's gonna come. He's able. Like, just don't give up on God because he won't give up on you.
Real talk.
Yeah, so, and I just play that and it just uplifts my spirit. Like, I play it on the way to work. I play it while I'm at work, just because sometimes at work I'll get frustrated. I'm like, let me cut my song on so I can get my head right,
Yeah,
and it keeps me going.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Name 2 things you want to tell the world.
So the first thing is whatever idea you have, and I don't care when you have it, like whatever thought, like me with my business. If you want to start a business, you want to go back to school, whatever it is you want to do, go ahead and do it. Execute. Execution is everything, right? Because for me personally, I stress myself out if I just keep the idea an idea, because I'm always going to think about it. Well, I could do this and I could do that. And I'm going to change my mind 100 times about it, right? But if I
Yes.
just, once I'm thinking about it, if I just go on, sit down, work that thing out, then I already got a plan. I done eliminated some stress. I've
Right.
gotten the thought out there. So now I don't have to think about it again,
That's real.
because I already got the plan in motion. And then the second thing is save. That's my big thing right now. And I tell my students this too. I'm like, don't get caught up in big names when trying to go to college and student loans and all of that, because student loans will keep you from accomplishing your dreams.
For real.
Like, student loans have kept me working a full-time job versus just running my company full-time, like stuff like that. So start investing as early as you can, start saving your money, apply for scholarships, try not to borrow anything.
For real.
Because debt will kill you.
Yes. Yes. We'll be working to pay them bills. Yeah. I owe a grip to old Sally Mae.
Right. Like, it's crazy. But I tell my students all these things, like I said in the bio, like, my life experiences, I use them to teach the children what not to do,
And that's so needed. It's needed. I'm so grateful for you, because that's needed. Like, because we perish for the lack of knowledge, for the things that we don't know. That's what's getting us.
Yep.
So you putting it out there, now they don't have no excuse. They don't have an excuse to say, well, nobody ever told me that.
Right.
They don't have that. And they don't need any excuses. They need to be empowered with wisdom and knowledge. So yeah, I'm very grateful for the wisdom you're imparting to the children, and the energy that you're putting into them, because they need that. Our children need that, and it truly does take a village
It
to raise
does.
children. Just one, so you're part of the village growing the babies, and that's I think it's priceless. I think that, in my opinion, and this is off subject, but in my opinion, teachers should be the one making the millions of dollars, instead of the basketball players and the football players, because y'all are raising the nation, and so, y'all don't get the money and the fame and all the status, but props to you. Props to
Thank you.
for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, because just listen to my cousin. She teaches pre-K, and just listen to her. I feel for her, and my other teacher friend, and so not that it's just a beautiful thing that y'all are doing, for real. Y'all are giving up your hearts, and that's powerful. It's love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, for sure. All right, now you basically just touched on this one. Are you a saver or a shopper? And then the second part of the question is, what is your financial strategies?
So I used to be a shopper.
Okay.
Look, I used to be a shopper, but I'll say 2 years ago, I was like, okay, I want to get out of debt. I really want to get my finances to a point where I'm comfortable with being full-time with my business. So, and I was up for a promotion at work, which was going to give me like a significant raise.
Okay.
And I prayed to God. I was like, look, I said, God, let me start now showing you that I'm going to be a good steward of my money.
Okay.
Because I know if I show you that I'm going to do right with this money, then you'll bless me with it. So I was like, I need to start developing better habits money-wise, so the Lord will bless me. He'll be like, okay, she's not going to do nothing foolish with this. Let me just give, to her, because, she'll bless other people and she'll do right, do right with it. So,
yes.
And I ended up getting a job, and because I had a friend tell me, oh, girl, you making how much? Oh, I blow that first check. No, see, that's why if I had that same thinking, I probably wouldn't have got this position, And so I try to develop over the past couple of years good financial habits where I'm paying off bills,
Yes.
paying things off. And so I'm doing a snowball. I actually have a finance coach right now
Nice.
where I'm trying to
Drop the name.
yeah, her name is Vestria. Let me find her Instagram handle. I think it's Vestria AG. Yeah, that's her Instagram handle. Vestria VESTRIA It's all one word. She is a
Thank
finance
you.
coach, and yeah, so we've been working on a specific plan, to snowball and get these payoffs.
What
Her
does
program is
snowball
called
mean?
so you take like however much extra money that you have a month after you paid all your bills, you take the extra money and you put it towards paying off one of your bills. Like you start paying extra on top of the minimum payment that you pay every month.
Okay.
And then once you get that bill paid off, then you go to the next one and you start using the extra money that you have, to pay that off. And then it's like a snowball, effect.
Got you.
So her program is called Paychecks to Payoffs. So I'm working on that because like I said, with the child coming, I'm trying to make plans,
That's right.
to free up some time and be able to run my company full time. That's the goal. So,
Yes. It's exciting.
mm-hmm.
That's really exciting. So the pandemic affect your business and teaching?
So when the pandemic occurred, we were still tutoring, but we moved everything online. Now we've been doing online tutoring. I've been using Zoom, but
Nice.
not with everybody.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents were like hesitant before, like, nah, they need to come in person. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I had one or two people that, we were tutoring through Zoom.
Okay.
So once the pandemic hit and everything was shut down, I had a brick and mortar, at the time, but
Okay.
I ended up moving out because I had a couple of students to drop off, because their parents weren't working as much. So, they had to let some things go.
Right.
And so I ended up moving out of there to save money. And we just went strictly online. So we were tutoring, doing everything through Zoom. And over the summer months, business really picked up.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we were helping the nonprofit do ACT prep. I have a summer jumpstart program where we teach kids the next year school curriculum during the summer, to give them a head start.
Nice.
So we had a few students for that. And then, I don't know, towards the end of July, I think I did a free webinar. And it was like after I did that webinar, it was my first one.
Okay.
And I did it. It was about how to do virtual learning effectively, like showing parents what they can do to help their kids at home.
Nice.
And it was like business just picked up. Like the beginning of the school year,
Nice.
parents were just, and we had 25 students in August, whereas the previous school year, I had 20 students total.
Oh.
But August, we had 25 kids signed up.
In 1 month.
Right.
Nice.
So, which was crazy to me, but I was thankful, and I had enough tutors to handle, all the business that was coming in.
Nice.
And I tutor also. I've scaled back a little bit since finding out that I was pregnant, but yeah, my tutors are great. They
That's
all
awesome.
enjoy it. They're all like, yes, they say, thank you. I'm like, thank you for helping me. And they're like, no, thank you. I really enjoy this. And, you know, so yeah, I think the pandemic helped my business.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, just because we were able to make that switch, like, okay, we can't do it in person, but we can do it online. We can keep this going,
That's
you
right.
know. So that's what we did.
That's beautiful. Does your key values and life missions speak first to your race and then the world, vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. So, does your key values and life missions speak first to your race and then the world, vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
Um, my key values, I would say personally, and that I try to uphold with the business is, I operate with integrity, everything that I do. So I try to treat everybody right, because
Yes.
that's how I want to be treated. So I think we modeled that same thing with the business. And I honestly say, I really don't think about it because it's just something that I naturally do.
Okay.
I was raised raised that way. Like even now, my daddy, he was a disciplinarian. So like, you gonna do the right thing in Marvin's house.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not gonna be there.
Yeah. Like
And
that.
so, yeah, like even now to this day, he was one of those, you're not gonna eat in the living room, don't bring drink. To this day, and that's where I was when you texted me earlier. I won't take food or drink into his living room, like still, because
Nice.
that's how I was raised. So
Yes.
I don't even think about those things because it's just, what I naturally do. It's just how I naturally operate anyway.
I understand. Yeah, I understand that. When you have something that's super important to you, what do you tell yourself to get pumped?
Um, Something that is super important. If it's super important, I really don't have to tell myself anything because, like I said, I'm determined. So, like, especially if it's something that I'm passionate about, like with
Hmm.
tutoring, people text me all the time, like late at night. Hey, so and so got this problem. Can you work it out real quick? And my husband will tell you this. I'll get up out the bed and I'll come up here to my office and I'll write it down and I'll send a picture and, you know, and he'll be like, hey, you need to start charging those people, you know, and
That's right. He telling you the truth.
right. He's like, look,
That's a
it's
a
too
la
late.
carte. That's an a la carte thing.
Right, right. He's like, no, you need to start charging him. And so, if it's something that I'm passionate about, I don't, sometimes I'll say, I have to get pumped, but I'll just say, you know what, you can do it. Only good is going to come from it anyway. And every time, the more I feel uncomfortable, like when I'm doing something, I
Hmm.
already know, okay, Danielle, go on do that because something good is about to come. Like that webinar I told you I did, the first one I've ever done. It's the only one that I've had time to do. I was so nervous about it. I was like, ooh,
Yes.
but it's my first webinar. I don't know how people gonna receive it. But I was like, you know what? Every time that I've been uncomfortable before, it's always something good that comes from it. Like I
Mhm.
grow in some sort of way. So whenever I get uncomfortable, I'm like, okay, this is a good sign.
Okay,
now,
I love
now
that.
I'm starting to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I like the results.
Yes, that is motivating.
Hmm.
Name 5 people that you know that embody instrumental traits children should emulate.
Um, You mean like famous people or
Anybody. So it could be famous, people you know, don't know.
I would say, so one person I would say is my brother. So I have an older brother. He's 10 years older than me. And we're kind of like night and day. He's more so like square, you know. I'll try a few things, but he's always been like that positive person. He always, every time I need some advice, I'm gonna call him, because it's like he knows what to say. His faith is, really, really strong. Like and he did everything like he said he was gonna do. Like he went to the Naval Academy, he graduated, everything he said he was gonna do. He was like the assistant to the admiral of the Navy for like a year. Like he just has done all of these wonderful things, but he's like motivated. Like he can motivate himself. He'll read a book, he'll get up, like he gets up at like 3 a.m. He keeps weird hours. So but he is so driven to do things, and he's always been like that, like super involved. So that's one person I would say. Trying to think. Second person I would say is LeBron James.
Okay.
I like how he builds up the community, I think he built one school, or was it two? I don't know. But anyway, I like how he uses his life, to teach other kids. He'll go back in the community. He built a school, he has like scholarships and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's somebody, kids should look up to. Third person, trying to think. I want to say Tyler Perry, because he has a story. He hasn't always had it well, and I think he's a great person to look up to. He has, good advice, and like that old school, that's one thing I'll say about me. I'm real old school. Like everybody I grew up around, they're older than me. All of my friends, most of them are older than me. My husband's 7 years older than me. Like I've always hung around older people.
So do I.
So I'm a little old school myself. So I do like that about Tyler Perry and his messages. That's 3 people. Let me think. 4 and 5 would be. I would say Oprah. We may not agree with everything Oprah says and does, but she's like, an example of coming from a difficult situation, and still having that drive to make it out, and do big things and become something and inspire people. And also, shoot, I should have said Barack and Michelle Obama, right? Like I don't know why they weren't first or second or third, but yeah, like Barack and Michelle, they're like so relatable, right? Like they're not
Right.
just, I mean, yeah, he was the president, she was the first lady, but they were like relatable,
Right.
relatable Black people. Like they weren't like just outside of them, just because, being the president, it can cause you to be a little, up here, but it was like they never lost themselves. As
That's
hard
true.
as things, as hard as things were, as hard as people tried to make things for them, they still stayed the same,
That's true.
and they treat people right. You could tell that they really cared about everybody. And I really admire them.
Yes. Name 5 people that you know that are powerhouses in their industries.
I would say Courtney Adelaide for
How do
sure.
you spell that again?
It's Courtney Courtney,
Okay, I
and
got that.
Adelaide is Adeleye. She's definitely a powerhouse in her industry, well, she has a lot of businesses now, but
What you said that
she
thing?
started
Excuse me. What did you call it before? No Way Out, or what was the her program you saying you had called it out earlier?
The Main Choice.
The Main Choice.
The Main Choice.
Thank you.
And who else? So Courtney Adelaide, I would say, there is a lady named Candace Holyfield.
Okay.
Her name on Instagram is the Six Figure Spa Chick.
Yes.
I met her in Costa Rica in March. So I went to a retreat. I met her there. It was only 5 of us there, so I really got to know these ladies, and she is like the top in her industry. Like she helps other women open up spas. She started out doing massages, and then yeah, she has a great story, and she's so real. Like she's from Memphis.
Okay.
And she'll tell you straight up, she's not gonna put on a front for anybody. Like I just
Love
love
it.
her. Like so yeah, Candace Holyfield, Six Figure Spa Chick. Christy Jackson, she is a marketing strategist. Her company is the Women's CEO Project. So she is a marketing coach. She teaches, entrepreneurs, or mainly women CEOs, how to market their business or strategies, for marketing. And she's the one she hosted the retreat in Costa Rica.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And there's another lady that I met there. Was that 3 people I named?
Yes.
2 more that I have is Veronica. I don't know her last name, but I know her Instagram name is V the MP. And she's a nurse practitioner. And she teaches nurses how to open up hydration. She does hydration clinics. And so yeah, she's really hot in the nursing industry. So she's like a coach for nurses.
Nice.
So she's doing wonderful things too. She was also at the retreat. And the last one is Michelle Johnson. She is a commercial real estate agent. And she's based out of Houston, Texas. So she helps business owners find, spaces. And she's doing really big things right now too. So
thank you. Right, taking notes. Last question, Danielle. And I don't have to ask, I'm gonna rephrase it. What is your website and business name?
So my business name is Tailored to Your Learning. My website is ttylearning.com. And it is currently under construction at the moment.
Okay.
But I think you should still be able to go on there, and schedule lessons. But I do have all my links on my Instagram page.
Yes, please tell us how do we reach you socially and just in generally?
So my Instagram handle is _academic coach, _academic coach, all one word. And on Facebook, our Facebook page is Tailored to Your Learning -TTYL.
Say it one more time.
Tailored to Your Learning -TTYL.
Okay.
Yep. So you can follow and like us on those pages and contact. All of our contact information is there. So like the booking links and scheduling a free consultation, all of those things are there on either page.
Awesome. This has been so beautiful, Danielle. I want to thank you so much for coming on. Before we get out of here, I want to ask of you 2 more gems, just 2 more. You done dropped a lot of them. You done dropped some bombs on us. But I ask you to drop 2 more gems for entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs who, what you got for?
I would say, don't think you have to have everything right the first time you do something. I had to make so many mistakes, and I have many more to make, in order to grow. So you have to make mistakes in order to grow. So don't let the fear of not being perfect stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. And the second thing, marketing is key. So the more I market, because I watch my numbers, I'm a numbers person. So I look at my business numbers as far as, revenue. And the more I market, the more those numbers go up. When you're looking at a line graph and you just see it just. So the more you market yourself, don't be afraid to market yourself. Don't be afraid to say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm doing. Because if you want business and you want to make money, you got to tell folks what you're doing. And you can't be scared, to tell them. If you're scared to tell them, they ain't going to want to do business with you.
No.
And I used to be scared. Like a couple years ago, I was like quiet, like, yeah, so I'm a tutor. And Christy Jackson was like, girl, you have to speak up now. You can't. And so I had to learn, like all of those women that I named, who are influencers, I had to learn from them. Like, you can't be scared to market yourself. You got to let people know what it is that you're doing. And that's how the business comes.
That's right.
So marketing is key.
Ashe. Now that's the truth there. And on that note, I just want to thank you again for your time. Thanks for being flexible with me, first of all, with our schedules. And this has been a beautiful time. I've enjoyed sharing the mic with you today, and proud of you and everything that you're accomplishing with your children and your tutoring business. and double congratulations on the baby and going full time on entrepreneurship. All of that's the bomb. So
thank you for having me. Thank you for being interested in hearing about my company. I really appreciate it. I really, really do.
You're so welcome. I'm excited that we had this time together. And on that note, I'm gonna say peace.
All right. You have a good evening.
You as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
Destiny's Child, Survivor.
You are now listening to Dustpen Radio 88.6 on a Wednesday night. Gills and Tales by Amel LaRue. Yo, shout outs to let's see, Kyra, French Air, Sonia, Shelby, Yvette, Karen.
I looked at my reflection in the water.
And you.
But what an unlikely pair. Closed my eyes, held my breath, plummeted down, down, down. And anchored myself there. Can't tell how long I've been in the company of gills and tails. I think I feel my skin growing scared. Can I come up for air? Can I come up? Can I come up? Can I come up for air? Can I come up? Can I come up? Can I come up for air? Can I come up? Can I come up? Can I come up for air? Can I come up? Can I come up? I'm getting eaten up down here. I'm just not built like that. The big fish have a monopoly. The little fish get buried in the sand. This is what I mean. Sucks your life out, leave you comatose. Take back your salt and fish. Send me a lifeboat. Can I come up? 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 Can I come? Can I come? Can I come up? Can I come up? I look up at longing at the surface, hypnotized by the way the sunlight seems to ride each ripple. And I do it. Every ray becomes, I miss the sweet, oxygen. I miss this
Dustpin Radio 88.6. Amel LaRue. Gills and Tails.
St. Louis dropping, popping.
Black bodies on the line. Let the creator elevate your mind.
New hits like this.
Strike three, you're out, no mistake. That's the way the pitch break. My old man, sleeping in his
The Redemption Song by V.
sometimes grumbling and complaining, but always keeping on. A garden of fragrant flowers. Then you, woman, child,
Last poet,
enjoying
you know it.
the flowering garden of my heart, and my heart open to you.
Pick it up at your local
like
neighborhood
a stream
stores.
flowing out. of beauty for beautiful you. A world where black women can bathe, naked and unashamed in gentle streams. A world where poetry is you, black woman, bathing in gentle rhythmic waves. I will create, until I create that world for you, black woman, you smiling. The beginning of all things, like the sea caressed by moving fingers. If ever there was a beginning, it was you. Smiling waves moving in soft geometric patterns, forms, blending into the subtle perfection of your body, glistening with crystal droplets of love's water and smiling, even in tears. The waves come gently at times, but even the sea is made rough by the angry moon, and you are sometimes sad, trying to harness that moon, but the sea is alive in your eyes. And the perfection of
David Nelson,
rolling in the cool
Redemption
light of
Songs,
gentle moon is the rebirth of
Last
all
Poet.
things. Like you, smiling. I want to create a beautiful world for you, black woman. A world of beauty for beautiful you. A world where black women can bathe, naked and unashamed in gentle streams. A world where poetry is you, black woman, bathing in gentle rhythmic waves. I will create, until I create that world for you, black woman.
Akwaba means welcome in Ghanaian to a News You Can Use podcast powered by B and Us LLC. Thank you to our sponsors, Frenchies, Wonders, Healthy Place Botanicals. My name is Frenchier. I am the host and creator of a News You Can Use podcast, along with the businesses B and Us LLC. That is also my business, Frenchies, Wonders, Healthy Place Botanicals, as the sponsors. Connect with us on social media. The word is B-E, then the word us, LLC on Facebook, at Frenchier, spelled Frenchaire, on Instagram, on Twitter, Miss Frenchie06, MSFRENCHY06. Watch and subscribe to the YouTube channel, B and Us LLC YouTube channel. Pin with us on Pinterest, Frenchies Wonders, FRENCHY '(S) Wonders, WONDERS. Shop with us at BEANDUSLLC.com. That's BeAndUsLLC.com. BEANDUSLLC.com. And also Frenchies Wonders Healthy Place Botanicals.com. FRENCHYWONDERSBOTANICALS.com. You can also get your own store. Book me for educational presentations or to discuss financial planning by filling out the form at FrenchiereGardner.com. I will come to you to present for a group of 10 or more the Power of Life, an hour-long Power of Life insurance seminar, or educate you on the benefits of your auto and home and renter's insurance, property casualty. That's FrenchaireGardner.com. FrenchaireGardner.com. That's FrenchaireGardner.com. That's my name. Fill out the form to book me now to come present the Power of Life Insurance 1 hour long seminar or educate you on the benefits and the structures of your property and casualty insurance. I am the webmaster and marketer for Amber Bookstore, LLC. And you can shop your African cultural, historical, children's books, fiction and nonfiction books, novels, health books at www.amberbookstores.com. That's amberbookstores.com. Thank you so much. Make sure that you download the Anchor FM app. It's an Anchor app. It's a free app. It's where I'm recording this podcast. You can download the app to leave messages that I will play on the next episode. So leave messages in response to what's been heard or to suggest topics or news that you can use. Leave us a message. Make sure you continue to click that purple support this podcast button on the Anchor app to contribute monthly to this podcast. When you contribute $9.99, I receive 13% more of each dollar that you donate. You can also donate directly through paypal.me/Frenchaire, paypal.me/FRENCHAIRE, or through Cash App, CASHAPP. I didn't mean to spell that. But my Cash App name is $BEANDUSLLC. That's $BNUSLLC. $BEANDUSLLC. Thank you so much for your support, your love, your Ujima, your cooperative economics. Everyone can show love to this black business. Thank you.
Check this out. Yo, them beats is poppin'. Check this out. St. Louis' very own hit record release. Love Song. By JCD, rap artist. Yeah, he's fat. Check this out. From MIDT Records, B&B Productions. Pick it up at your local neighborhood store. Sound.
T.I. Motivation.
Tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Haters better get on your job. Tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Sucker nigga, get on your job. If you hate, get on your job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame and the cheddar and the game and the deal. I'm still a go-getter. Take my freedom for the moment, but it ain't I got the spirit of a god, heart of a dope killer. I'm a king, seen hanging with some cold killers. I ain't never backed down or ran from no nigga. I ain't sat down yet, I stand to go gorilla. Even if I'm all alone, I stand at four niggas. Tell them jump, pimpin' don't get no realer. 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. I separated the fakes, paralyzed from the waist down. From the real stand-up guys of the A-town. Can't even look me in my eyes, put your face down. I'm out of jail, nigga, what you gotta say now? Niggas faking only gonna inspire. All you hating is fuel to my fire. Niggas plotting on the crown, salt dry. It's motivation. Hey, but I ain't slowing down and I ain't stopping. Motivation. Yeah, nigga, don't stop my show. Motivation. You ain't know I don't stop, I go. It's motivation. Sucker niggas can't make me suffer, just make me stronger and make me tough. It's me locked in a box, niggas happy to see. Put anybody on top, any rapper but T. I be, but back to reality, G. OD still carrying me, nigga, I run this. Spread your rumors, kick all your little dumb shit. Tell lies, laugh about the time that I'm gon' get. If it make you feel better, picture me over and done with. Punk bitch, come with all the gossip you can come with. Small thing to a giant, I can overcome this. Jail, I done this, rap I'm just having fun with. I could be a local joker, never had one hit. Nigga, new finish alone to get me dumb rich. Why these rappers selling records, getting pennies? If real hustlers sell any, I'ma get plenty. If God with me, who can be against me? Sucker can't make me suffer, just make me tough. Motivation. Niggas faking only gonna inspire. Motivation. All you hating is fuel to my fire. Motivation. Niggas plotting on the crown, salt dry. It's motivation. Hey, but I ain't slowing down and I ain't stopping. Motivation. Yeah, nigga, don't stop my show. Motivation. You ain't know I don't stop, I grow. It's motivation. Sucker niggas can't make me suffer, just make me stronger and make me tough. It's motivation. Gotta get on your job, tell them. Haters, get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Nigga, get on your job, tell them. Haters, get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Haters better get on your job, tell them. Haters, get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Sucker nigga, get on your job. If you hate, get on your job, nigga. Motivation. Niggas faking only gonna inspire.